Sorry. Phone was not on silent. Anyway, to get back to my point, he took this little reprise, which is just the repeat of a song, and he made it into a new song. And it was really beautiful to watch and experience. And so dealing with, and Footloose, working up to this musical is this huge, you're like it's like just steering a battleship or aircraft carrier, and you get it into port, and it's just a lot. And while you're doing it, you don't kind of see all the things in motion and the assets that you have. And so that was a big so what for me in terms of assets. And that, again, that section of the Dewey quote I really like, shaping and informing our lives, made me feel really great. The other big so what's for the first Yo-Yo Ma video we watched about edges colliding, which I really enjoyed a lot, and which I try to do, and I think that's where the most interesting work comes from. Also, the Tim Rollins video too. I love that. I thought that was fantastic. I got so much out of his view of his work and his students' work. Also, again, the Project Yes, your Project Yes thing, and also the third space was really good. Lily Ye, I think, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Silk Road project was transformative to me. I love the quote. That's probably one of the biggest, I think, that I took away from that. The T.S. Eliot quote, let me start again. We shall not cease from exploration, and at the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time, which is but deals with the artistic process so well. It's, you're always reinventing or creating, and like when you do plays, when I work with my students, you're working with a group of kids. I have a large group of seniors graduating this year that I've been working with since they were in 6th grade. And, they know the process, or the whole, teacher, I forgot the exact term, teacher-learner aspect. It's, I really believe that. I've been kind of preaching that from day one. I really respect my students, and I think they respect that I respect them as artists, and their work is as elevated, and then they go on and work with other people and other younger students, or mentor other students. I love the quote that you had at the end of the video a lot. The Arnett, is it Hannah Arnett quote? I'm not sure. I loved it though. It was really great. Also, another big part of the so what was the art education policy. It's really frustrating. I think you got that in my letter to the editor, which you're right, I probably could have had more resources on. But yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get, the administrative side of things, in the sense of, again, having to justify, I've been doing this for 30 years. And it's the same kind of, and I see teachers in the MAT program right now going through the same thing. And it's just like, I don't know if they haven't experienced it, if they've are just shut off to that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that was a big so what of dealing with art education policy. Who makes it? Who makes those decisions? Advocating for your art, advocating for your students. So that was a big deal. And then the now what? The now what? Again, going back to the devised pieces that I did for my Art as Action project, I really want to explore more pieces like that. I get plays like Curious Incident and The Dog in the Nighttime that we're working on this spring, I get really excited about. But I also see the excitement in the kids creating pieces that they create, that they give, that they come up with themselves, and not giving them, allowing them to have structure in terms of being a theater maker, but also them allowing the freedom and the respect to trust where they're going to take us, where they're going to go, and what they want to say. Um, I ask my young beginning theater kids, what is it you want to say? And it becomes very, usually the responses are, oh, happiness and this and that and love. And as I work with kids, or we work together, they're able to articulate what it is they want to say so much clearer. And I guess that's the now what, is to try to get those voices, kids' voices, allowed to express earlier than their senior year. But sometimes it takes that long, which I don't want to rush things. But yeah, I hope in the video you can see or enjoy the piece. I wish you were there live to see some of those, but they turned out really well. I hope the audio is okay. But anyway, again, it's kind of rambling everywhere, but it'd be fun to go get a drink sometime and discuss stuff. Thank you very much, Beth, for your time and your guidance. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Okay, take care. See ya.